about special purpose diodes like Zener diode and tunnel diode. In this lecture, we will see another special purpose diode named as varactor diode. Varactor diode is a simple PN junction diode which is used in a reverse bias mode. These varactor diodes are also termed as varec caps, which can be used with the property of capacitance, what you see at the junction. Usually, these varactor diodes are constructed using gallium arsenide material. So, gallium arsenide material possesses high operating frequencies in gigahertz range. So, because of that, we will be using that property of this material for constructing PN junctions. The same PN junction type, what you see in the symbol representation, like the anode, which is P-type material, cathode, the N-type material, but the material what you are using here will be gallium arsenide. So, varactor diodes or varicap diodes are mainly used in frequency circuits like radio frequency circuits to provide voltage controlled variable capacitance. So, in the tuning circuits where you need variable capacitances, the particular capacitors can be replaced with these diode circuits, which are varactor diodes, where they possess the property of variable capacitance. So, you can adjust the capacitance, you can vary the capacitance with the application of external voltage. Already we have come across in the first unit about diffusion and transition capacitance. When you take transition capacitance, it's a reverse biased diode. When you apply a negative potential to the P-type material and positive potential to the N-type material, then the diode is said to be reverse biased. At the reverse bias junction, you see a depletion layer of width W. And we have derived the capacitance value with the concerned width and area, where you have defined it as transition capacitance, the capacitance which is represented in a reverse biased junction with the width of W, that means the depletion layer width of W and the area of the depletion layer is A, then CT, which is transition capacitance, is given with the mathematical expression epsilon A by W. So there we have considered the junction similar to a parallel plate capacitor. The two ends of the depletion layer are the parallel plates of the capacitor, and between the field which is formed between the two ends of the depletion layer, you call it as depletion region or space charge region, which is totally devoid of charge carriers, or all the charge carriers, electrons and holes, mobile charge carriers are depleted. So the field where you will see only acceptor and donor ions, you name it as a space charge region, depletion region. So this region will exhibit the property of capacitance. So the two ends of the depletion layer are like the parallel plate capacitor, and the field in between is due to the acceptor and donor ions. So this capacitance, what is seen at the junction, is able to change with the application of external voltage. So this external voltage is your reverse bias voltage. So you can mention this depletion layer can be treated as a parallel plate capacitor with a variable capacitance, where you can vary the capacitance with the application of reverse bias voltage. This property of PN junction you have taken and constructed as varactor diode or varicaps. You will be using in many of the radio frequency circuits like the radios, where you are tuning to different stations. In all the tuning circuits, when you want to do a tune to a particular frequency, then F is equal to, that is proportional to, inversely proportional to LC. That means F is proportional to 1 by LC. When you are able to change the capacitance value, you are able to change the frequency of the tuned circuit. So you need a variable capacitance value rather than a single capacitance. At those places, you can easily have a variable capacitance with this varactor diode or varicap, where the capacitance value is varied with respect to the applied reverse bias voltage. So we can represent this varactor diode with an equivalent symbol, where it will possess a variable capacitance with the application of voltage. You will have a parallel capacitance which is represented in parallel to this capacitance value, and a series resistance Rs. So if you observe the symbol, anode is similar to a PN junction, vertical line representing the cathode, but cathode is replaced with a capacitor symbol. You can represent any of the three ways what we have mentioned here, but with a variable capacitance. So you will show the variable capacitance symbol along with the diode. So this is a symbolic representation, schematic symbol of a varactor diode, and this is an equivalent circuit of varactor diode. Now, once you have applied the voltage at this junction, when you increase the voltage, if you see here, with 3 volts, you see a capacitance value of 20 picofarad. With 6 volts, you see a capacitance value of 5 picofarad. That means, as you increase the reverse bias voltage, the depletion layer width increases. As width increases, width of the depletion layer increases, Ct is epsilon A by W. So capacitance is inversely proportional to width of the depletion layer. This is the equation what we have derived in the first unit of PN junction, where we have derived the transition capacitance of a reverse bias diode. Ct is equal to epsilon A by W. We'll see the same equation in the next slide too. So now, with the increase in the reverse bias voltage from 3 volts to 6 volts, you will see an increase in the depletion layer width too, but in turn, it decreases the capacitance at the junction from 20 picofarad to 5 picofarad. So, we can represent the characteristics of this varactor diode. So, this graph is in the second quadrant, as the reverse bias voltage will be a negative value. So, this graph represents the second quadrant graph. So, with the increase of reverse bias voltage, which is a negative voltage what you are applying to PN diode, the capacitance value decreases. Capacitance decreases when reverse bias voltage increases. So, this is given with a mathematical expression too, as we have derived. Ct is equal to epsilon A by W. When you increase the voltage, width of the depletion layer increases. As width of the depletion layer is inversely proportional to the transition capacitance, you see a decrease in the capacitance value. So that is what we have shown in the graph, which is, so as you increase the depletion layer, with the increase of reverse bias voltage, you see a decrease in the capacitance value. Clear? So this value is about transition capacitance equation, and you have an equation for width of depletion layer for a step graded junction. So VB value is V0 plus VR. So V0 is your contact potential and VR is the applied reverse bias voltage. With this, you can get the 3 equations, that means combining 1 and 2 equations, you can get the capacitance value Cv equals to K1, which is a constant value, by under root V0 plus VR. If you are applying 0 voltage, that means no bias condition. If VR is equal to 0, Ct equals to Ct0. Ct0 means which is the value, capacitance value at 0 bias condition. Ct0 by under root 1 plus Vd by Vd. If the same is for a diffused junction, the same thing we have derived for transition capacitance for step graded junction and alloy junction and fusion junction. The same equations we are implying here, because the width of the depletion layer is square root of the applied voltage or cube root of the applied voltage for alloy and diffuse junction respectively. So because of this, your equation also changes. The denominator part is not square root as mentioned in step graded junction. It will be cube root of the value. So this is about varactor diode. Varactor diode a PN junction in a reverse biased mode when you have applied the reverse biasing to that particular diode. It will form a depletion layer which will exhibit the property of a capacitance. So that capacitance can be used for many frequency circuits like parametric amplifiers, where you have different applications. Whenever you need the tuning of capacitance, at those places you can replace these discrete components with capacitors with these PN junctions, which is called as Varicap or Varactar diode. So this is about Varactar diode and the characteristics of the Varactar diode, where the capacitance will decrease with the increase of the reverse bias voltage. So that is given with the equation of transition capacitance. You combine with the equation of width of the depletion layer, what we have derived already for a step graded junction. The same thing can be implied for the diffusive junction too. One will be proportional to the square root value, another will be proportional to the cube root value. So these are the equations for the transition capacitance, which is depending upon the applied voltage and the contact potential for a given Varactar diode. So always a PN junction with a reverse biased voltage, when it is reverse biased, then only you can use it as a Varactar diode. So you will be going for gallium arsenide material, where it can operate at very high frequencies in gigahertz range. So there makes the difference between a PN junction and, that means the conventional PN junction and this Varactar diode. The capacitance property of the depletion layer is used for the application for varying capacitance. We'll stop it here. We'll see in the next class about one more special purpose diode.